Welcome, folks, to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Fort Hemingway, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where folks have been shouting "Hotty Toddy" since the very early hours today. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Gators will kick this deep to start us off. Returner choosing to field this one. And here he comes now from the end zone. And the returner heads out of bounds.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And that run produces a decent gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Just trucks the man. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the second down play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And the senior quarterback, lucky it didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout, who makes the grab. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida. And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 7.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball upward to 36.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to scramble now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And the quarterback keeps it here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Bring up second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up, and sometimes you can get sacked.
Wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway. And the offense convert that bait into points. They're set up first and goal. Handoff to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's third and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Now they get set to kick it away.
14-7.
This one will be fair caught. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense will make the stop, and will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Ole Miss 14, Florida 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Here comes a handoff. He shreds the tackle.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. They call the counter run here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
On third down, it's a handoff. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And the Gators moving quickly down the field here. Makes a quick grab. Unleashes the stiff arm. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
The Gators will have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's the target, and it's complete. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. He's swarmed by the defense.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations if you mix it in correctly.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you've made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play and go try to win this game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Nowhere to run up the middle.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Extending the play now. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner is brought down. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. What a move, breaking ankles and still going. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be 1st down. And they'll use the ground game here. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Play, looking for a fresh set of downs. The shotgun handoff here. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the 1st half.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Strong game by this quarterback. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. The shotgun running play call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
Making people miss. It's a dangerous return. They're trying to get lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Trying to extend the play. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
The defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run here. Lets it go. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Well, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick this away to begin the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Florida offense retakes the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. Facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but a
touchdown, Rebels. Will take the lead in the second half. Now here comes the point after attempt. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. 28-21. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Gators offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Solid run. They'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking to scramble. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Getting set. Here's second down. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Caught quickly. And we'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got to...
He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the Gators trying to cash in here in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Ball handed off. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He eludes the rush. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down. Now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
Touchdown, Gators. Still no answer for this offensive machine. See if they can convert the point after. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Bringing pressure. There's a wide open receiver, complete. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. It's an out route. The catch made. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's a draw to the back. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Boy, trawls and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
The Rebels are in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Of the third quarter, and after 3, the game is tied.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
The RPO gives the quarterback so many options, and it puts a lot on the defense. If you overcommit one way, the quarterback's going to make you pay for it. Here, the defense sat back, made it easy. Hand the ball off, let that running back get some good yards.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Brings up 2nd single.
Second and goal for the offense. And the quarterback will just sneak it here.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Offense is back out on the field now. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. Ball handed off. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Rebels. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short game.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Second down after that short completion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down. Third down for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. When they tried to get the counter play to the edge, Kirk, we've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counter play. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Crucial third down play coming up. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And the ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
There's the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Trying to get the throw off. And they'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up fourth down. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. Long enough and good. And they add to their lead. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Gators offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Can he make it to the marker? Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The Gators have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pocket breaking down. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
The Gators looking to keep this drive rolling. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's got it right near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
The key on a 3rd down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. Running out of time in the pocket. No, he didn't make it. He stopped short on 4th down, and that could be a fatal blow to this offense.
Now, the offense being aggressive here, going for it on 4th down, but the defense was not having it at all. They come up with a big stop.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They